Hey, good morning. August Block here again. It is, gosh, coming up on 3 a.m. Brewed some fresh coffee. Today is game day. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I had a hard time sleeping last night because my body was just so charged up. But I did get around 4 hours. I know, I wish I had more, that's true. But it was good, deep REM sleep. I got up kind of refreshed. So that means I'm probably almost certainly gonna need to sleep in Lidocaine. But this coffee is so strong. I love it. So this is just last second get ready. I'm going to, make sure my bike is dialed. I made sure it was all dialed in last night, but just final packing. I'm pretty much set up. Just gonna clean my room. So when I come back to this hotel room in 5 days, it's like pristine, and I'll be like, oh, a peaceful place to come to. But I'll keep you posted. Here we go. Cheers. Bon courage. Bon chance. All right, I am legit ready to roll out. Paris-Brest-Paris 2023. Let's do it, baby. Man, it feels good to be in this moment right before the ride. Just cruising down the streets of Rambouillet. It's really early and quiet. Feels smooth. It's exciting. There's no one around yet. As I get closer to the starting, it's gonna obviously get quite a bit more busy. All the cyclists. We'll have about, say, 1,500 to 2,000 cyclists taking off in this round, in this wave. I'm in the very first wave, 5 o'clock. So we'll be out of there in front of the line. Yeah, we're here at the first control at Rambouillet, getting ready to leave. We get the inspection, and I think we get a stamp in our first stamp in the Brevet Card. So cool. About 100K in right now. Kind of finally a big group broke up, so it's gonna be easier to not risk it by filming stuff. But the sun is up and the countryside's opening up. Just beautiful farmland out here. The roads are in fantastic condition. It's just been kind of thrilling cruising through all these villages and with a big group of riders. Just really fun stuff. Alrighty, more to come. Yeah, so I just went through Mortania au Perche. It's a service stop only, not a control. I just topped off with water. But the thing was, last time I was on this, doing this, I stopped there and there were tons of people just sitting around eating and stuff, and I thought, oh, we got plenty of time, and they're very casual about this, and it took me like 15 minutes to realize that everybody in there was DNFing, and they were only like, you know, 119 kilometers in. I was like, oh shit, I panicked, I got out of there. So this time I just blew through there, topped off my water. I probably stopped less than 5 minutes, like three to 4 minutes. But I cannot tell you how nice this is. I mean, obviously I'm not exhausted yet and the weather's still cool, but just riding through the countryside on these beautiful roads, beautiful little villages, people are out here clapping, still by. That's my reminder to stand up and give my butt a rest. But it's just bucolic and wonderful. And now as the big peloton is broken up, I don't know if I'd even call it a peloton. You know, I'm just sort of riding out here in the country by myself now. It's just kind of perfect. I really don't think there could be anything more gorgeous and unique than this experience. You know, it's just like, I don't really have words for it. You know, it's just the beautiful roads, these, you know, pastures and trees and like beautiful little villages, and you know, I just feel so fortunate. So I've just arrived at the first control, Villanes, La Juelle. I know I'm killing these names, but made pretty good time. 7 hours and 27 minutes. And yeah, just gonna go to the control here. Okay, great. I was out of the first control at 203 kilometers, easily under less than 10 minutes. Took me 7 hours and 27 minutes to get there. Not too bad. And I just stopped for 10. So on to the next one. The next is, gosh, I'm gonna kill all these names. Fougere. I want to pronounce them in Spanish. 292. All right, let's get rolling. So it's pretty hot out right now. It's probably around, I don't know, 85. Really beautiful day, but pretty warm. And so there are a bunch of stands set up by just local people all along the route. Just kids with big bottles of water, you know, ready to fill your bottles up for you. It's just wonderful. And I just now stopped at one of the stands and I got a frozen tiramisu. It was so decadent, I can't tell you. It's really nice.
No problème.
Fougère.
Okay.
Okay. Is this correct the way I say it? I say this. Fougère.
Fougère.
That's the name. Okay.
15h et Villaine-la-Juelle. Nike Club. 15h.
Villaine-la-Juelle.
Nike.
Okay. All right. Merci beaucoup.
So I'm coming into Tintagnac now, which is the third control at 353 kilometers. It's been kind of a tough stretch, honestly. I mean, it's still great riding, but it's been tiring because it's been high heat and, you know, for me, lots of hills, and, you know, I train in Florida, so I don't get a lot of hills. So those are, you know, I'm dynamite on the flats, but once the hills come, people just walk away from me, and I just have to slow it way down and just take them as they come. But so after this, I'll have just 50 miles left to Lidocaine, which is basically 435 kilometers from Paris. And I shouldn't be able to get there by around midnight. The time now is, I'm not sure actually, maybe, can't see my clock right now. Maybe it's, I just don't know, 7 o'clock maybe? Okay, all right, see you. Hey, good morning. I'm on my way to Brest now. I got out of Lidocaine a little bit later than I wanted to because, you know, normally they wake you up. You tell them when you want to get up. And they have cots in there. You lay in these cots and then they actually come and get you. Because you don't want to bring an alarm in there because there's like 100 other riders sleeping. So they come and get you. And I asked them to get me at 3:30 a.m. And then they didn't, and I woke up on my own at 5:50, so 2 hours and 20 minutes over. So, well, the good thing is I was super rested, and I think I banged some good hours on the way there, so I'll probably be okay. And today's a totally different day. It's cool out. I mean, lots of rollers still, of course, on the way to Brest, but the weather has changed really nicely. Just some, you know, really pretty land here. All right, so I have made it officially to Brest. Halfway done. Yeah, it was a pretty solid ride. You know, the hills were really hard, but I kind of got into a rhythm with them and just sort of accepted them and didn't rush them. Just sat back and went as slow as I needed to get up them because it's just big hill after big hill. But I'm here. I think I'm making pretty decent time. Gonna head out in 1 second. It'd been nice if this was like located right on the beach and you're like, oh great, I get to see the ocean while I'm here, but it's not. All right, heading out. It looks like at least I'll see the port and see the water before I go, though it's on a really busy highway here. Still, I've made it to the sea. It's good to see the sea.
So I'm just back in Lidocaine, back from Brest, back to Lidocaine. It's 2:36 in the morning. I thought I was going to be an hour later, so I'm pretty happy with that. I teamed up with another rider, Judith, and and it really speeded up. We were able to jam in here, but the hills from Lidocaine to Brest are just unbelievable. And having trained in Florida, I was not ready for that, but I got it done. So now I'm gonna get a shower and rest for a few hours. All right. Hey, good morning. It's 6:52 and I'm in Lidocaine. They did wake me up this time, so I did get 3 hours of sleep. If I got my calculations correct, it's 6:52 now. In 24 hours, it's going to be 6:52 on Thursday, and I have until 5 o'clock on Thursday to finish. It took me 18.5 hours to get here, so given that I'm exhausted, let's add 5 or 6 hours to that. I should be in the window. So here it goes. Final last 435 kilometers. All right. The big trick will be if I pull out of here and they ask me, are you going to Paris or Brest? This time I get to say I'm going to Paris, because last time when I left here and they asked me if I was going to Paris or Brest and I said Brest, they all in unison said, oh. And that was kind of like the coup de grace of my ride in 2019. But this time I get to say Paris. Very excited to say that.
Hey there. We're all headed back to Paris now. I'm about 60 kilometers outside of Lidocaine. And what's really neat is that I can look down the road here straight ahead and see an endless line of cyclists with their fluorescent PVP jerseys on. Bonjour. Yeah, it's just kind of a neat feeling.
Bonjour.
So I'm here in Tintagnac. Let me make sure I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah, Tintagnac. And this is the first control, the official control outside of Lidocaine. And this is the first time during the ride that I've felt sleepy on the ride. I mean, I've been tired, fatigued and exhausted, but I haven't been like sleepy, like groggy like that. So I may have to just stay here for just a few minutes, try to take a little power nap, because that's probably not very safe to be riding along if you're really sleepy like that. And I'd rather not do a ditch nap, which I can do. Actually, it might be nice laying some grass out in the country and just take a little nap. That might be nice. I'll try this place first, and if it doesn't work out, I'll do a ditch nap. having a space blanket in your bag is very helpful. You just lay it down anywhere and you can take a little nap. So I'm just gonna crash out here in the grass at Tintaniac. So maybe just 15, 20 minutes. That'll give me a refresher. All right, good night. I'm gonna get an orange, yeah. Yeah, the folks that live here ask that the riders just send a postcard, and they put them all out here from all over the world for people to stop by their stand to be refreshed by their home-baked goods or drinks. So I'm here at Montagne aux Pêches. I just did this. When I came into the last control, I was just wiped out completely. So I just laid in the grass. The heat had just been crushing me. I laid in the grass, took an Advil, and actually slept for a second on my space blanket, just like 25 minutes. And then when I was getting up, it was like nothing wanted to move at all. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be rough. But then I got rolling, and it was one of the coolest trips for the last 65 miles because it's in the country. It was really kind of like, there were some climbs, but it was mostly like flat or like just real gradually rolling hills. So it was really, I could look down the road because it was pitch black and see like miles of riders because their reflective jackets and their taillights, like the riders behind them would be causing them to be reflected. And it was this incredible scene of like just, you know, a huge line rolling up over a hill. And yeah, it was very cool. And we hauled ass. So I had booked like 12 hours to get to Paris. So that would be like 6 hours here and then 6 hours to Paris, but did this in 4. So if the terrain is anything like the ride we just did, then maybe I'll do it in 4. And it's 4 o'clock-ish now, so I could get into Paris maybe by 9. And that's enough time because the cutoff is at 5 p.m. So anyway, so I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy coffee. I've got one more control between now and Paris. I think they want more controls because people are really starting to fade at this point. But I've already done 1,100 kilometers. So there you go. Paris-Brest-Paris, baby. Hey, so I made it to the very last control. Drew, I think it's Drew, D-R-E-U-X, I made it with plenty of time. So I'm just gonna chill out. I'm only about 30 to 35 miles from Paris. I have till 5 p.m. and it's only around maybe 9:45 a.m. right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy some salmon and eggs. It's like the first legit meal I've had. I've eaten so much bread, so many baguettes and cheese. It's just insane. That was a hard night. I didn't make it as fast as I wanted to because I ended up having to sleep at one of these stands. I wasn't like exhausted. I was just like getting like sleepy, and then it got sketchy. So in the last 24 hours, I took 3 cat naps on my space blanket. But I'm ahead of schedule. I got plenty of time. I think I say that knock on plastic for the 84 hours. So I'm just gonna enjoy a little grub here. Do it? Congratulations, man.
She doesn't want to give you this.
Oh my God, really? Is this right? Let me get this stamp first.
Français? You parlez français?
No,
No. Where do you come from?
the United States.
United States?
Yeah.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How was the trip?
Oh, it was, just a walk in the park. It's beautiful.
And the sun was shining.
Yeah.
Road book. Congratulations.
Do I keep it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can keep it. The ticket to it in this building just here.
Okay.
And the medal.
No.
Ah, yes.
Let me see.
But it's not free. You have to pay it.
Yeah?
It's a joke.
Oh my God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
welcome.
All right. Okay, what do you got? Alrighty, that's a wrap. PvP 2023 done.